Agustin Marbibuelas from BSMT First Year Crocs, and this is my discussion and my presentation about the 10 important points during mooring operation. So first is this: don't allow any extra crew member on the deck. So ensure that no extra personnel are present at the mooring station except to those who are involved in the operation. Anyone who is not assisting in the mooring operation must be asked to leave the mooring station for his or her and other safety. So we must ensure that there is no extra personnel present at the mooring station except to those who are involved in the operation. So anyone who is not assisting the mooring operation must be asked to leave the mooring station for his or her and others' safety. So second is we consider weather conditions. So before planning the mooring operation, consider the weather condition by taking factors such as wind and current. The ship's master and responsible officer must have the details of current and future weather data before commencing the mooring operation. So before we have a mooring operation, we must first consider the weather condition by taking factors such as wind and current. So this is the one as assigned is here the ship's master and the responsible officers. So third is have knowledge of snapback zone and rope bite. So all personnel involved with the mooring operation should be aware of the snapback zones and rope bite. So you must be familiar when you are involved with the mooring operation. You must be familiar with the snapback zones and rope bite. Fourth is the check all the mooring equipment. So check all the equipment, mooring winch, drums, windlass, etc. involved in the mooring operation for any kind of problem. Proper routine maintenance is the key to ensure smooth running of mooring equipment and system. So we must ensure that we have the proper routine maintenance so that we can have a smooth running of mooring equipment and system, and also checking all the equipments involved in the mooring operation. So fifth is the check the tail of mooring line. So if the mooring wire line is provided with tail or short lengths of synthetic fiber rope which are placed in the series with the vessel's winch mounted wires to decrease mooring line stiffness and thus to reduce peak line loads and fatigue due to vessel motion. Ensure same size and material of tails are used for all lines in the same service. Brace, spring, and head lines. Different tail size and material would lead to uneven load in the mooring line. So always check the tail of mooring line. So the sixth is the tend one line at a time. Only one line should be tended at a time during mooring operation. If it's not done, it may increase the load in the other tended lines. If two lines are tended together, it may lead to overloading and breakage. So follow the orders of the master or responsible officer properly to avoid any kind of mishap. So you must follow the orders of the master or responsible ship officer properly to avoid any kind of mishap. So tend one line at a time. So seventh is the keep a check on the mooring line load. So ensure that the allowable braking load in any of the mooring lines does not increase to 55% of its maximum braking load or MBL. This is to prevent the line from breaking. So always keep a check on the mooring line load to ensure that the allowable braking load in the mooring lines does not increase to 55% of maximum braking load to prevent the line from breaking. The eighth is that avoid mixed mooring. So mixed mooring is extremely dangerous. Generally, mooring lines of the same size and material should be used for all leads. If this is not possible due to the available equipment, all lines in the same service, breast lines, spring lines, head lines, and stern lines should be of the same size and material. The use of mixed mooring comprising fall length synthetic ropes used in conjunction with wire should be avoided. If a synthetic rope and a wire are used in the same service, the wire will carry almost the entire load while the synthetic rope carries practical none. So avoid mixed mooring. Here in the ninth is the keep a continuous check. So load in the mooring lines must be checked continuously even after the mooring operation is over. If there is any change in the ship's ballast condition, the lines must be slacked or tightened accordingly. The condition of the raw material should also be checked to foresee unfortunate accidents. So keep a continuous check, all meaning double checking all the time. We have the last point, important point in mooring operation. So arrange mooring lines symmetrical. All mooring line must be arranged as symmetrical as possible with the breast line. The breast line should be perpendicular to the longitude center line of the ship, and the spring line should be parallel to the longitude center line. So arrange mooring lines symmetrical. That is my discussion, sir. Thank you.